Animals have developed various types of adaptations to help them survive and thrive in their specific environments. These adaptations can generally be grouped into three main categories: structural, behavioral, and physiological. Structural adaptations involve physical features of an animal's body that help it live in its environment. For example, the long neck of a giraffe allows it to reach high leaves on trees, while the webbed feet of ducks make swimming easier. Arctic foxes have thick fur and small ears to conserve body heat in freezing temperatures, while desert lizards have rough, scaly skin to prevent water loss. Behavioral adaptations are actions or patterns of activity that animals perform to survive. These behaviors can be instinctive or learned. For instance, birds migrate to warmer climates during winter to find food and better living conditions. Some animals hibernate during cold seasons to conserve energy when food is scarce. Others, like meerkats, take turns keeping watch for predators while the rest of the group feeds or rests. Nocturnal animals, such as owls and bats, are active at night to avoid predators and extreme heat during the day. Physiological adaptations refer to internal body processes that help an animal function effectively in its habitat. A camel can survive in the desert because it can store fat in its hump and conserve water through efficient bodily processes. Some snakes produce venom to immobilize their prey, while deep-sea fish can withstand intense water pressure due to unique internal chemistry. These types of adaptations often occur at the cellular or biochemical level and may not be visible externally, but are crucial for survival in challenging environments. Through millions of years of evolution, animals have developed these adaptations to become better suited to their environments and increase their chances of survival and reproduction. Many animals rely on camouflage and mimicry to survive in the wild by avoiding predators or sneaking up on prey. Camouflage allows animals to blend into their surroundings, making them difficult to see. This is especially useful for prey animals that need to hide from predators. For example, a leaf-tailed gecko looks almost identical to a dead leaf, allowing it to remain unnoticed in the forest. Similarly, a snowshoe hare has white fur during winter, which helps it blend in with the snowy environment, and brown fur in summer to match the forest floor. Mimicry, on the other hand, involves one species evolving to resemble another. This strategy can serve both offensive and defensive purposes. For instance, the harmless king snake has similar color patterns to the venomous coral snake, which discourages predators from attacking it. This is known as Batesian mimicry, where a non-dangerous animal imitates a dangerous one. In some cases, two harmful species mimic each other for mutual benefit, a strategy called Mullerian mimicry. For example, certain bees and wasps have similar appearances, reinforcing the idea among predators that these insects should be avoided. These adaptations are not limited to land animals. In the ocean, the cuttlefish can change its color and texture to match its surroundings almost perfectly, confusing both predators and prey. Some fish even have body shapes and patterns that resemble seaweed or coral, helping them to hide in plain sight. These techniques of blending in or mimicking others are critical for survival, especially in ecosystems where being seen can mean being eaten. By using camouflage or mimicry, animals increase their chances of staying safe and passing their genes to the next generation. These natural strategies show how clever and resourceful wildlife can be in adapting to their environments. Animals have developed remarkable adaptations to survive in different climates, whether it's the freezing Arctic, scorching deserts, or humid rainforests. In cold climates, animals often have thick fur, fat layers, or other features that help them retain heat. Polar bears, for example, have a thick coat of fur and a layer of fat called blubber to keep them warm in icy conditions. Their white fur also helps them blend into the snowy environment. Arctic foxes have compact bodies and small ears, which reduce heat loss and help them survive in freezing temperatures. In contrast, desert animals have adaptations that help them deal with extreme heat and dryness. Camels can go for days without water, thanks to their ability to store fat in their humps, which provides energy when food is scarce. They also have long eyelashes and closable nostrils to protect against sandstorms. Desert reptiles, like the horned lizard, are cold-blooded and can tolerate high temperatures by seeking shade or burrowing during the hottest part of the day. Their scaly skin helps reduce water loss. Tropical animals also face challenges from heat and heavy rainfall. Many have developed adaptations to help them stay cool or move through dense vegetation. For example, monkeys in rainforests have long limbs and prehensile tails that allow them to swing from tree to tree easily. Frogs in humid environments often have smooth, moist skin that helps with breathing and water absorption. Some animals change their behavior based on climate conditions. For instance, during extreme heat or cold, animals might become nocturnal or hibernate to avoid the harshest times of day or year. These climate-related adaptations are crucial for survival, allowing animals to live and reproduce in environments that would otherwise be too harsh or dangerous. Animals have evolved a variety of feeding adaptations to help them find, capture, and consume their food effectively. These adaptations are closely related to the type of food an animal eats and the environment in which it lives. For example, birds have different beak shapes depending on their diet. A hawk has a sharp, hooked beak ideal for tearing meat, while a hummingbird has a long, slender beak designed to reach nectar deep inside flowers. Ducks have flat, broad beaks that help them filter food from water. In the wild, predators often have sharp teeth or claws for hunting and eating other animals. Lions, for instance, have powerful jaws and long canine teeth to grasp and tear flesh. On the other hand, herbivores like cows or deer have flat teeth designed for grinding plants. Some animals, like omnivores, have a combination of sharp and flat teeth that allow them to eat both plants and meat. Bears are a good example, as they can eat berries, fish, and small animals. Marine animals also show unique feeding adaptations. Baleen whales use comb-like structures in their mouths to filter tiny plankton from seawater. Squids have beak-like mouths to break down their prey, while starfish can push their stomachs outside their bodies to digest food externally. Some animals have specialized tongues or digestive systems to help with feeding. Anteaters have long, sticky tongues to collect ants and termites from nests. Ruminants like cows have complex stomachs that allow them to break down tough plant fibers through a process of fermentation and regurgitation. These feeding adaptations are essential for survival, as they allow animals to obtain nutrients in the most efficient way possible within their habitats. Over time, these features have become fine-tuned to match each species' specific dietary needs. Animals have developed a wide range of defense mechanisms to protect themselves from predators and increase their chances of survival. These defenses can be physical, chemical, or behavioral, and are often highly specialized. One common form of physical defense is the use of body armor or protective structures. Turtles, for instance, have hard shells that shield them from attacks, while porcupines are covered in sharp quills that can deter or injure predators. Similarly, armadillos can roll into a ball, making it difficult for predators to access their vulnerable parts. Speed and agility are also important defense strategies. Animals like gazelles and hares rely on their ability to run quickly and change direction rapidly to escape predators. Some birds, such as plovers, use distraction displays pretending to be injured to lure predators away from their nests. Chemical defenses are another powerful adaptation. Skunks spray a foul-smelling liquid to repel threats, and certain frogs and insects secrete toxic substances through their skin. Monarch butterflies, which feed on toxic milkweed as caterpillars, become poisonous to birds that try to eat them. These chemical defenses can either harm predators or teach them to avoid certain species in the future. Mimicry and warning coloration also serve as defensive tools. Bright colors often signal danger in the animal kingdom. For example, the bright red and yellow markings of poison dart frogs warn predators of their toxicity. Some harmless animals mimic these warning colors to trick predators into thinking they are dangerous too. Camouflage, while often considered a method of hiding, also acts as a defensive strategy by helping animals avoid detection in the first place. Whether through blending in, fleeing, or fighting back, these defense mechanisms are crucial adaptations that help animals survive in the face of constant threats in the wild. Animals have evolved a variety of reproductive strategies to ensure the survival of their species, often shaped by their environment, lifestyle, and the risks they face. Some animals produce a large number of offspring at once, relying on the idea that at least a few will survive despite high predation rates. For example, sea turtles lay hundreds of eggs on sandy beaches, but only a small number of hatchlings make it to the ocean and grow into adults. This strategy, called quantity over quality, is common in species with limited parental care. In contrast, other animals invest heavily in fewer offspring, providing care and protection to increase their survival chances. Mammals like elephants or humans have long gestation periods, give birth to fewer young, and nurture them for years. This approach allows the young to learn necessary survival skills and form strong social bonds that may benefit them later in life. Some animals have synchronized breeding cycles, timing reproduction with environmental conditions to give their young the best chance of survival. For instance, many birds breed in spring, when food is plentiful and weather is mild. Insects like cicadas emerge in massive numbers after specific intervals, overwhelming predators and ensuring that at least some individuals survive. Certain species use unique methods like internal or external fertilization depending on their habitat. Amphibians usually lay eggs in water for external fertilization, while reptiles and mammals typically use internal fertilization for better protection of the developing embryo. Additionally, some species like kangaroos have the ability to pause their pregnancies during unfavorable conditions, resuming development when survival prospects improve. From elaborate mating rituals to protective parenting and seasonal breeding, these reproductive strategies have evolved to maximize the chances of passing on genetic material in an often unpredictable and competitive natural world.